now, John, let's talk about your book.
Yes.
Knife, named after your restaurant. So it's your first book.
It is. I'm very lucky. I've always wanted to write a cookbook, and this is very special that McMillan Flatiron came to me and said I could have an actual real book.
So I'm discovering the book at the same time as on camera, not as you because you know your book.
So first, Josh was supposed to write the book, and then he passed away at the James Beard Awards. So I dedicated the book to Josh because Josh and I had a special relationship, and as a seafood chef, Josh brought me over into Meatopia and introduced me to all of these great meat cooks, and that helped me create Knife.
So what's the idea of the book? I got the...
Nobody, I've been around for a long time, but a lot of people, I'm not a household name. So the first chapter really is my life story, like how I got to Texas, how I got to this point. And these are shots of 44 farms, and then we put some traditional things in.
Oh, that's when you went to school in Paris?
I went to La Varenne in Paris.
Yes.
And then you can see there's some parts of Texas. You missed the Hamptons in New York or before that. And then we get to serious conversations about beef. And this is the ranch that we partner with, 44 Farms. And we basically talk about all aspects of beef. We unmask the lies. We talk about grass versus grain. We talk about certification. We talk all the breeds of cattle. So if you think you know about steak, this is going to give you the real information about steak. And then we go through the whole process, and we talk about the dry aging, all these alternative cuts, what the cuts really are. There's some butchering techniques in there. And then we talk about old school.
Nice grilled one, right?
You get the Maillard on the outside, which is, it's simple, but it's overlooked. And as you get further into the book, we deal, the pan for me is a traditional way of cooking steak in French restaurants. We used to poêler everything. So I started to do this, and it's the way the home cook can almost duplicate what they get in a steak broiler.
That looks good, that one.
Yeah. Well, you have that shows people what really, there's rare, medium, medium well done. So we wanted to just go over every little detail because I think steak is one of those things that's taken for granted.
So before I get your recipes, there's a whole story about
it's my history leading up to the history and the knowledge of all the beef. And then when we got to the recipes,
and then right now the recipes I'm on are sauces, right?
Yep, and they're really basically right out of Escoffier, because when I went to all these steakhouses, what really irked me is the sauces. Like when someone said it was Bordelaise or Béarnaise sauce.
So the book is brand new. It's not. I can't even flip the page. Yeah.
And then we added some other cultural things, kimchi and salsa verde and
the complete meat.
Then we cook other things.
Right.
We do pork, lamb, persillade, just typical classic. It's basically a meat book on classic French meat cookery, basically.
So how many recipes in the book?
About 60.
Oh, 60?
Yes. We deal with duck and roast chicken.
So vegan pasture route, right?
No, there's no vegan
No, yeah.
There's no gluten in meat, so we're safe there.
Meat, so this is for meat lovers.
Yeah, and there's duck confit.
From a chef that took a year and a half to open his own steakhouse restaurant after doing study and all over the US. So it's there's some meatballs, and then you have a burger.
Burgers.
Yeah.
That's the Ozerski, named after Josh. We're about to open Knife Burger too, so we're gonna do these 4 burgers.
Right. Burgers, and then
beef cheek. We braise meat. We all types of cookery. We serve whole hogs. We serve heads. We serve pieces.
So is that book for gentlemen or for ladies in the kitchen, or both?
This is for everybody. It's our Knife has a lot of female clientele, and I don't like to differentiate. I think everybody's equal, but if anything, we're a feminine steakhouse, in the sense that we make things healthier and shareable. We're not forcing people to eat 24 ounces of beef when they come in. And we make everything from scratch. We make our own pastrami. We make our own charcuterie.
I had a very good one at the Elephant Wine. The chef added the sea urchin.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
I made a sea urchin pasta in my lunch with caviar. And then we do a different... So instead of the bad tuna tartare you get at an average steakhouse, we're making tuna tartare like if Eric Repair would make. You know what I mean? The tuna's... It's not yellowfin, it's big eye, and it's fresh, and we fly it in from New York.
So almost every recipe has a photo, right?
Yes.
And then salads.
Salads. We try to make them more contemporary, healthy, classic. And we have a couple of avant-garde things. We serve octopus, and we do surf and turfs. We have blood sausage with uni. We do a bone marrow with a bacon crust and caviar. It's chef-driven.
Avocado fries. Oh.
Yeah. It's basically tempura avocado. The collard greens are vegan.
So.
And when we had
Oh,
one dessert, we had one chocolate.
One
tart.
dessert. So yeah, you're a chocolate lover. Is that?
No,
do I get that?
I didn't want to. It's not a cookbook without a dessert. We didn't want to put any
tart.
elaborate. We have very elaborate desserts at night.
Yeah.
I didn't think the home cook would be able to duplicate them, so we did something that was very cultural.
So then I'm busy for a while with that book, right?
Yes. I think you can find it a very good returns.
Oh, you actually have that photo of the different.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. I don't think people know the difference between rare to well done most times.
Well, now they know.
Now they do.
Thank you, chef. Thank you.
Thank you very much.